Alright, so we've got the cupboard fitted in, but it's a bit bigger than we thought it was going to be, because down in this gap here, if I can get out the light, I don't know if you can see, there's a gap down there where the seat slants. And when I measured it from this edge down here, and forgot to take into consideration the seat slanting back or leaning back. So it's made the bed be a bit smaller. We haven't actually built it yet. Let me come around this side. So today's job was actually to build the bed, but after measuring it up, it's quite a bit smaller. So I don't know if to just make the bed the normal size and then readjust the cabinet, just take like a few inches off. But then we'll have obviously a normal sized bed, or just have a little bit smaller bed. So I'm not too sure at the minute. I'm just chatting to Tab because she's not here, so I'm messaging her and getting her opinion, and then we'll make a decision and I'll let you know. Right, so we've made the decision. We're going to make the bed 6 foot like we was going to in the first place, and then just make adjustments to the cupboard, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, but yeah, the cupboard over there, we'll just make adjustments to that. At least then I can try and straighten it up as well, because I didn't really do a good job at making it straight. So yeah, crack on with the bed, making it 6 foot so we can actually lay down nicely in it. And then we'll have to make changes to the cupboard, which is annoying considering all the hard work put into it, but means I'll be able to adjust it and hopefully try and make it a bit straight as well, which will make it look nicer. So work begins. Right, so this is the frame of the bed, or at least the top frame of the bed. Just clamping it together now to try and get it nice and square. The wood's not fully straight, it's kind of bent. If you look on this corner here, see on that far corner there, see how it's lifted off the floor, but on this side it's perfectly fine on the floor. So obviously one of these woods is bowed a bit, but once you obviously put your legs on and screw it to the floor, it should straighten it back out. But yeah, so all I've got to do is just put drill some little pilot holes and then put some big screws through. I'm not going to glue it right now because I want to test fit in the van, and then if I'm happy with that, I'll unscrew it, put glue in, and then screw it back together again. But yeah, I'm going to do that now. Alright, so I've got the legs cut now. They're not fixed on yet. I'm just kind of measuring it all to make sure it all fits. The annoying thing is, because we've got cheap wood, the wood's a bit wonky. So this slat here actually bows, because if you look, I've had to put like a little extend that leg there by like 4 centimeters because it bows. So all the rest of them will fit fine, but that one there doesn't fit. Yet when I squared it all off and stuff, it's all square, but this wood here bends, which is a bit annoying. But that's why things ain't going exactly straight. I'm measuring it thinking they're going to be straight, and obviously if the wood bows, that kind of sets it all off. So I think I'm just going to put on in that top corner there. I think I'm just going to leave that bit of wood there, which fits perfectly, and just extend that leg a bit. And then when I cut the leg for the sliding one, the sliding piece, I'll just obviously extend that by 4 centimeters, so it'll just be a normal leg cut. But yeah, that's how it looks like at the minute. That's roughly whereabouts it will come to. So the toilet will still be able to fit down there. I've just got to make quite a lot of adjustments to the cupboard that we've already made to go there. Basically about half the size or something like that. So yeah, best crack on. Alright, so got all the legs fixed on. Now I've just got to build the slidey bit that'll be like here, that'll slide out with the slats on it to make the bed double the width. But the legs are on. It's fully secured in. I recut this one at 54 centimeters just to make it fit without having to use a little block down there, which I was going to use. But it slopes to the bottom right corner, but as your head's going to be up here anyway, a head's going to be up at the top end anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference. And I can't really straighten out just because that wood's bowed annoyingly. But yeah, I've tried to make the best I can. So it's time to get cracking and start building the slide out bit. I've made the leg that slides out. That's this one here. It will slide out and in. And now I've just got to sort out the slats that go across. This is the bit that can be a bit tricky from what I've seen. But yeah, so far it's not been too bad. But we'll see how it goes from now. Alright, so I've just marked out where I'm going to put the slats. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Let me go up here. You'll probably be able to see a bit better, I reckon. But as you can see, just pencil marks. So like there, then one there. So I've just alternated them. So one on this side, then one in the middle on that side, then one on this side. So there'll be like what that much gap between each slat. And then obviously when they're together they'll butt up, but when they're pulled out it means that like the mattress should aerate and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully I'm going to cut all the outside ones first, and then just place them on, and then just make sure that when they're like pulled out with that gap in between, that it's strong enough to hold it. So it should be. I would be amazed if it's not, but I just want to make sure before obviously I start screwing stuff out and cutting all the other ones out. So I've got cut 10 for this side and 9 for that side. So let's start doing that now. I just thought I'd quickly show you how I did it as well. So what I did, I started off on this end with a little air gap here. I'm not too fussed about having this gap here when the bed's pulled out, because it should be fine, and it's only me sleeping there anyway, so I'll be alright. But what I did was, I got this was my first marker, and then I moved it in, and then that was the gap that I left, and then I moved it in from that gap, and then obviously that's what gave me the number 1 slot for the other side, and then again moved it up, that was a gap, and then the other slot was for this side. So I just alternated it between this side and that side, and then left the gap in between it all. Yeah, I thought I'll explain that a little bit better. Right, so this is where I've got to so far. I've got all the slats cut out for the extending part of the bed, and it looks good so far. I just need to test it out, make sure it holds my weight like that, because obviously when the bed's fully pulled out, that's how far apart the slats will be on both sides as well. So hopefully that's all good, and if that holds my weight, which I'm going to test in a second, and then I can just screw them down. I'm going to put a few washers on this side, on the slide out part. I'm going to put a few washers here just to lift the wood up like a millimetre or something like that. I think they're 1.6 millimetres, the washers, so just to lift it off a little bit, so when it actually slides out there's no friction there that will stop it and make it like harder to pull in and out. So hopefully that will work. And if that's all good, and then I've just got to cut the 9 slats for the permanent side of the bed. There's 10 for the extending part and 9 for the standard bit. So yeah, just got to cut them out, and then we're good. Right, so just checking to make sure that it's strong enough to sit on. Hopefully it is. If not, you'll see me fall through it. But yeah, jumping on it seems fine. Let's test it. Laying down. Ah, beaut. We're all good. It holds my weight nicely, and I weigh more than Tabitha, so we'll be fine. That's all the slats cut out now. I can't screw them down because I'm waiting for Tabitha to get back from Screwfix with some screws, because the ones I've got are just a tad too long and they'll just poke out a little bit at the bottom. So as she's that way, I've asked her to nip in and get me some. So while I'm waiting for Tabitha to come back with the screws, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build sort of like a brace, I suppose it would be, but like basically one of these thickness bits of wood. I'm going to get one that's on the inside of the frame, so I can screw the slats that are going to slide out to. So then there'll be like a cross member that goes all the way down that side that slides in and out with it, and I might even put some legs on it to make it more secure and more sturdy and stuff. But I'm definitely going to put one on the inside, because then it makes it easier, because when you pull the bed out, there'll be a stopper there, so you can literally just pull it straight out and you ain't got to worry about pulling it too far or anything, because it will stop. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to cut now while I'm waiting for Tabitha. Right, so bed's pretty much finished now. All I've got to do is put a leg on from in the middle here down, but other than that, it slides in. This is why it does this, which is why I'm putting a leg on it to stop that happening. So the leg will obviously keep it pushed up at all times, but it slides in and out. Other than that, it slides in and out perfectly fine. Like this part slides in and out nicely. So yeah, so that's it for today. Then, to be fair, Tabitha's going in to cook dinner, so I might actually just put his leg on quickly now. Then it will definitely be done for today. Right, so on this side that slides out, I put a couple of washers in underneath, in between this slat and this wood, to give it a bit of leeway so it doesn't actually rub on here. Otherwise, if you don't, there'll be too much friction here, and when you try and slide it in and out, it won't slide in and out nice. It'll be a bit too hard, and yeah, it'll be a nightmare. So yeah, definitely if you're building one of these, make sure you put washers or something just to lift this side up so it holds it off a bit.
Yeah, we always put them on this side as well, didn't we?
Yeah, put them on both sides, yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah, just to lift the slat up, like the slat off a mil or so. Right, so managed to get the bed finished. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, to be fair. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I just had to make a bit of adjustments on this leg here, just because it's a bit long. Because obviously the top slat's a bit like wonky, a bit warped and stuff. So I had to make this one longer, but I've just shortened it a little bit so it doesn't bend when you obviously lay on it. I've put in the support beams across all the way round. These are two things, to be fair. They're kind of going to support obviously the legs and the bed itself, but also I'm going to screw through this into the floor to secure the bed down, because I'm probably going to join the cupboard that's going to go on that end of the bed. I'm probably going to join that to this as well to make sure nothing moves around. So this would be a good place to obviously screw long screws into the floor all the way around it, so then the bed's not going anywhere. Yeah, but really happy with how it's turned out. Now we just need to make the mattresses, and then it's good to go. Then we can sleep on it.
We also took out this one here. We put an extra leg in here for support, but we tried to shorten it because it was like just scraping and it was being a bit of a nightmare to get in.
Yeah,
but in the end,
especially when you put the liner in, you'll probably scrape and rip it. So yeah, we took that out.
Yeah, we just started to scrap it. It does make it a bit more of a nightmare to when you push the bed back in, but yeah, I think it's all right.
Yeah, it does a job definitely. Yep, all done.